46th episode of the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. I'm sitting here with my special guest, Jones Senior High School graduate, UNCW undergrad, and she went and got her master's at the University of Georgia. And now she's back and she's produced and directed one of the best short films that I've seen in a long time called Crossover. Deja Fulmore, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How you been? How you and your family been since the quarantine?
Everybody's doing well. I was never out of work.
Oh, that's facts. That's a great thing.
Yeah, so it's been pretty easy going for us. I think mostly everybody in my family has been faring pretty well throughout the whole process. So
Oh, that's a blessing.
yeah, definitely.
Daggone right. So tell the world how you grew up.
Grew up in Polliceville, North Carolina, which is in Jones County. I spent part of my time growing up in Spring Garden. My family actually is from like the West Craven area. So yeah, I know some of your people.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But I moved away from there when I was like maybe 5. So Jones County is really where I grew up at.
So was that like your life bouncing around, moving back and forth?
No. That's why I was really in Spring Garden for a very short time. So most of the time I just talk about Jones County because that's where I was
That's
raised.
where you basically grew up at.
Yeah, and all my family, my mom's family is from there.
That's a fact.
So, yeah.
That's a fact. So talk about mom and dad. You grew up mom and dad?
I did. Well, part of the time, my father was military, so most of the time, I was there with my mom in Polliceville, but he was in Kuwait for a long time.
You was where?
Kuwait, overseas.
I'm about to say you lost that.
He was overseas for a long time, so
Okay.
He's back now and whatnot. But most of the time, it was just me, my brother, my sister, and my mom.
So how was it that growing up, knowing dad was
Well,
overseas?
we still talk to him.
That's a fact.
We still talk to him. He always kept up with what we were doing and everything. So we were good, you know.
That's a
We were
fact.
good. But
So are you big sister or you little sister?
I'm big sister.
Oh, okay. They look up to you.
Yeah, I'm big sister, and my mom, she actually teaches in Jones County. So she teaches in Jones County schools. So growing up, you know, I was always challenged. I couldn't. Yeah, I had to be good because mom was a teacher. So automatically high expectations.
Daggone right.
So, but it was good. Like I definitely love growing up in the country. You know, I'm always talking about Jones County. That's my heart.
That's a fact, though.
And so
you always supposed to love where you from.
Yeah, definitely. So growing up out there was really nice. Everybody there is related, so it was. We're all family.
That's a fact.
Yeah, we're all family.
So graduating, what did you go to college for?
Undergrad, I went to UNC Wilmington. I got my BSW, which is my bachelor's in social work. Then I went to the University of Georgia and got my master's in social work with certification in nonprofit management.
So how long did it take you to complete both masters? Both your bachelor's degree, then getting your master's?
I had my master's by the time I was 21.
And you started all this at 18?
Yeah.
What?
I was a bit of an overachiever, I would say.
I don't. That word is. I don't believe in overachieving. You go get it, goddamn. For real, ain't no such thing as overachieving.
Yeah,
that's like this. People say you overqualified. How can I be overqualified for something?
Right. That's
Come
true.
on now, man. I don't believe in that now.
That's
Come on,
true.
you getting it. You getting it.
That's true.
So talk to me the process, a 3-year process of getting your degree and your master's.
Well, you know, kind of how the students do now, where you can get your 2-year degree while you're in high school. A lot of kids have that option now.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't think Jones Senior had that program fully in operation at the time, but they did allow us to take some college courses, and I was taking
You were
everything.
eating, boy.
Yeah.
You were eating, boy.
I was taking
ahead.
everything. So by the time I got to UNCW, everything just transferred, and it just allowed me to be able to finish.
So what was your GPA coming out of high school? It had to be like 3.8.
No, my GPA coming out of Jones Senior was a 4.51. My GPA at UNCW was a 3.8.
It's still on my scale.
And when I graduated from University of Georgia, I was a 3.9. So,
boy, she way off mine. Oh man, good God, 4.5.
Yeah. So,
we gonna switch the subject. I ain't good. God, you making me feel like a dummy up here. Good.
So,
God told me.
You didn't have that? I thought you had that.
Hey, thought I had what?
Like a 4.
Yeah. Keep thinking. Yeah. I went to college and graduated, but I wasn't no 4.5.
What college did you go to in
South Carolina upstate? Yeah, but it wasn't no 4.5.
You played basketball down there. My friend Trevonda.
Yep. She was. I went to school with her. She was a year ahead of me.
Cause she was playing too.
Yep. She was with our girls
y'all
team.
would kind of did together. Yeah, I remember. So
and she was nasty too, bro.
She was amazing, and still is. I don't know if she's still.
I don't know if she's still hooping either, but when we was in, especially when she was in high school.
Yeah. You know what? I used to come to. I think I caught like 2 of your games when I was in high school, and I remember going to the West Craven gym. And like everybody was screaming your name. Everybody was screaming. I was like, "He all right."
And I always wanted to play y'all. We ain't never get to play. We had to play y'all, but we ain't never get to play y'all past that. But I always wanted to play y'all. I would have loved to win against Coach Henry. We would love to see.
Really?
We would love. Coach Henry was nice too.
I don't think y'all would have won though.
We won what?
Against Jones Senior.
She was doing something before I got here, y'all.
John,
I don't know what happened before I got here, but
I don't even want to make this a sports thing, but I personally feel like Jones County breeds some of the best athletes.
Basketball, we were running the whole what? What are you talking about? Girl, from 2010 to 2013, we was just smashing everything that was coming through.
Y'all were all right. Maybe we was.
So if we was all right, what was good? God told me we was just all right.
Maybe we was running football at that time.
Yeah, it had to be something else. Cause basketball, we was in control.
Maybe it was football for us.
But you see, all right, y'all had Coach Henning, y'all had Thomas Fryer.
Yes.
See, y'all had some nice players. See, I know. Y'all had Miguel Ford.
Yes.
E.J. Dudley.
Yes.
See, I know a couple of y'all.
Wait a
athletes.
minute, E.J.
He came on the late end.
I was gonna say he's.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever really got the.
You didn't see E.J. play? EJ was my class. He graduated 13.
I don't know. I know him.
Yeah, that's
I know
for a
him.
fact.
But my Thomas and everybody else I really got to see them. But yeah, we were great.
Yeah, I know y'all had some good players. Let me get back to my turn. Let me get back to the subject. So, graduate in college. And then a short film. I can't even say, some people say YouTube channel, blogs, podcasts. But you came out with a whole movie. Now, you just took the standards and just set the ball high, and for real though. And I respect that. So talk about the thought process of coming up with the movie, the name of it, and how you get all the people, the scenes, just all the details towards it.
Okay, so in high school I actually wrote a book. So let's go back. Because everything is connected.
Yeah, hey, now I got to put the word overachiever back out there. So maybe you is an overachiever.
So in high school I wrote a book. It was an autobiography. I did that when I was like 17.
Facts.
Okay, so I write the book.
What was the name of it?
It was Here I Am. I never talk about it because looking back at it, it's not something that, I was 17, so my perspective has changed a lot, significantly. But so I wrote the book. Then I go to college and I start working on set of films. I will be an extra. Okay. So, Wilmington was once labeled Hollywood of the East, so a lot of films were being made down there. So I would just go to sets and get in where I could.
Just learn.
But I was I didn't even know what I was doing at the time. I think that sometimes it's like that in life. We can be doing things and not know how it's going to connect later, So I was there and I used to be on set. And it was here recently. It wasn't that long ago. It was like last year. I had this idea and I thought I was going to write it in a book. And one day I was just sitting in the house and a voice just kind of told me, write it, but film it. So I was like, I don't want to write a book anymore. I want to do something different. I want to create a visual to go with that. And so something just told me, it was like, film it, So I was like, okay. So first thing I did, I started contacting people who shoot films. And I met this guy, his name is Marquand Ragland. He's out of Wilmington. And he was like, "Are you sure this is what you want to do?" You know, and I told him, I was like, "I'm willing to go through the process. I want to learn how I can format it into a script." I didn't cut any corners. I really went through the process.
Everything.
Yeah. We had a meeting. He told me he said he would work with me. I didn't know what that meant, but you know, he said he would work with me financially to get it done. When I finished the project, I think the budget we worked off of was maybe about $5,000, you know, to do
Get
everything.
all of it.
Yeah, which is considerably cheap, actually.
That's great.
Yeah, so found the actors, locations, locked in the contracts, did all of that, hotel, everything secured, and just put it together. As far as the film being crossover, the film was actually inspired by just my own experiences. And people might be like, well, how? But I wanted to tell a story about love and betrayal because I felt like that's something that we all can relate to, you know. And for me, I was coming out of a time in my life where I felt like I was dealing with a lot of betrayal from different people. So when I wrote the script, I already knew people were going to be able to relate to it.
Yeah, for a fact.
Because that's something that we all identify with. Right. And so, write the script, sent it to, I had maybe like 5 people that I sent it to just to see, get feedback. And they would send back, this one would say they didn't think this part of it was good, or they didn't think that part was good, or whatever. And I would just take all the feedback, and I think I wrote the script probably 15 times. It's short. I wrote it
like over and over, changing it,
like to perfect it.
To get it
because
right.
Once you write the first time, you might write something and you think like, oh, this is it, this is perfect. Well, the reason why it's important to have other people who listen, because a lot of times there's holes in your work, stuff that you didn't think. You thought it made sense when you first wrote it, but when people start asking you questions, you see like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. So it's good to have as many eyes on your script as you can, constructively though, in the sense of get people who really know what's going on.
Yeah. For a fact though.
So I had my former teachers looking at it. I had, you know, other writers looking at it. I talked to a girl in Atlanta. She's an actress. She would read my stuff, and I just let people give me
Just
questions and give me feedback.
Criticism, just boom, like here, this not it. And I don't like it.
And this was when I knew I had something. I knew I had something when I finally sent it back to all the people, and they called me or some text, and they were like, "Wow, I was not expecting you to go that route with it."
Yeah.
And that was when I knew. I'm like, okay, this is the one.
Daggone right. But that's what's up.
So,
daggone right.
That's the process.
So from start to finish to dropping it, how long did it take?
A year.
A whole year to get it completely finalized and ready to put on TV.
Well, not. You know what? I lied. I'm sorry. A guy told me when I dropped on September 21st is when I dropped it. He said, I messaged him, and he said, "Wow, look at the date when you first messaged me about you doing this." He said, "It's literally 9 months." He was like, "You actually carried a baby." So from it was actually 9 months. So from there until then, it took me 9 months to really get it together. Yeah. So I was like, wow.
So we gonna get another? Are we gonna get another 9 months for episode 2?
No. Episode 2 is about to come. It's coming. It's coming. You know, we just locked in actor Jamal Woolard from the Notorious B.I.G. movie.
Daggone right. And I saw that you turned down a major.
Yeah.
Girl. I like to drop my whole phone. I like, girl, you took that, girl.
I did. I actually and I can't
discuss that. Yeah.
The network's name, but I did receive an offer, and I was not expecting that. I submitted something to this network, but I don't think I really believed that they would respond.
They were gonna really,
to me.
yeah. You just did it off the face.
Yeah, I'm gonna just send it over. And I first contacted them through Instagram, and they responded and they said they wanted me to send it over to this email. So I was like, okay, I sent it to the email, and thereafter I got an email saying the CEO would like to speak with you immediately. And they were like, can you get on a Zoom call today? And I was like, yeah. So we got on the Zoom call, went through the process, whatever. Looked at the contract, and I just don't feel it was the move for me.
Just looked at the contract. I know that sounds crazy right there, just saying that. Like, I'm on call, I'm looking at a contract like, oh my God.
No, that was crazy. That was crazy. More so, the guy who shot my project, my cinematographer, he told me, he said, you know, a lot of people in this industry spend their whole life chasing that an opportunity like that, and for you to get that on your first one, he was like, that don't happen.
Special, yeah.
He was like, that just don't happen. So I think he was a little disappointed to know that I did turn the deal down, but I don't feel like it was the best for me in terms of, in the grand scheme of things, looking at the entire offer.
Looking at going forward in your future.
Yeah. So, and then we had another offer come through, which was nice, but still I don't think that's the one either. So for right now, we're just gonna keep it going.
Independent, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna keep it going, and I have people who have said they want to invest. I'm just getting so much support.
Daggone right, like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so I'm getting so much love and support from everybody. So either way, whether I sign to give it to a network or whatever, for right now, I have enough behind me where I can continue.
You daggone right. That's a fact, yo. For real. So what's next? I mean, you done. God, man, you done 4.5 GPA, high school. Then went and got your undergrads at UNCW. Got your master's from your University of Georgia. You done put out your first short film. What's next? I mean,
I think the film. I need to stick with this for a little while.
This is your field. This is your purpose.
I think this is what I'm supposed to do.
Daggone right. And it's great to find when you find your purpose in life. That's the best feeling in the world.
I think this is what I'm supposed to do. And I'm gonna just keep it going until something changes. But I'm always thinking about how to get better and reinvent myself. So who knows, when I'm 50, I might want to.
You might want to do something else.
I might want to be a meteorologist study the weather or something. But you know, I'm always changing up. So there's no.
Yeah, you sound like your sister.
I might change it up. So
that's a fact. Well, there y'all have it, y'all. That's the end of the 46th episode with my special guest, Deja Fulmore. We are out. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. Please continue to show your love and support by clicking the subscribe button below the video. Check us out next week on the next episode of the Josh Cuthbertson Show. We out.